Hello, America. I'm Shelly, and I'm nothing really special. I'm an educator, and my husband owns and works his own lawn business. We're just typical average Americans, a part of the silent majority of this country. That's what I want to look at, the silent majority. I can't stay silent any longer. I believe in our First Amendment right to the freedom of speech, the right to respectfully and responsibly speak your mind without fear of persecution, retaliation, or retribution. All people have that right. Yet lately, American voices are being silenced on large social media platforms that I won't even bother to say their names. Our Constitution outlines that the government cannot take our right to freedom of speech. Other countries, they have constitutions that actually grant their citizens the freedom of speech. Not ours. Ours states that the government can't take away our right to the freedom of speech. It's already inherent, it's already given to us, and the government can't take it away. Lately, voicing an opinion has been ending in deactivated accounts, removed posts, and fact checks. Well, last I checked, opinion is exactly that, and not fact checkable. If we, the people, stand silently by while big tech deletes our freedoms, what will be left to stand for? Listen to this and try to paint a picture in your mind. Once they succeeded in ending democracy and turning this nation into a one-party dictatorship, the law enforcement of the political party in power orchestrated a massive propaganda campaign to win the loyalty and cooperation of the citizens. The propaganda ministry took control of all forms of communication: newspapers, magazines, books, public meetings and rallies, art, music, movies, and radio. Viewpoints in any way threatening the national beliefs to the regime were censored or eliminated from all media. Student organizations, professors, and librarians made up a long list of books they thought should not be read by the citizens. Then, the political party in power raided libraries and bookstores across the nation. They marched by torchlight in nighttime parades, sang chants, and threw books into huge bonfires. On that night, more than 25,000 books were burned. Some were works of brilliant minds like Albert Einstein and Sigmund Freud, and others of novelists like Jack London, Ernest Hemingway, and Upton Sinclair, whose ideas the political party in power viewed as different from their own and therefore not to be read. They also burned the books of Helen Keller, who had overcome deafness and blindness to become a respected writer. When she was told of the book burnings, she responded, "Tyranny cannot defeat the power of ideas." Schools also played an important role in spreading the political ideas of the party in power. While some books were removed from classrooms by censors, other textbooks, newly written, were brought in to teach students blind obedience to the party, love for the nation's leader, and anti-Semitism. After-school meetings trained children to be faithful to the political party in power. Now, you may recognize this as Nazi Germany, but you may also think it sounds a whole lot like the nation we are on the path to becoming. Did you know that there is a universal Declaration of Human Rights? It was drafted by representatives with different legal and cultural backgrounds from all regions of the world and was proclaimed by the United Nations General Assembly in Paris on December 10th of 1948. Article 19 states this: everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. This right includes freedom to hold opinions without interference and to seek, receive, and impart information and ideas through any media and regardless of frontiers. So every time big tech deletes your post, blocks your account, or puts you in social media jail, they are not only violating your First Amendment rights of our American Constitution, but also the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So you have to ask yourself, Do you believe in true rights for all, or just the rights of a few? The freedom every human being has to access information and voice an opinion, or just those that believe like you do? To silence the opposition and only put forth one political viewpoint, that sure does sound a lot like Nazi Germany. So that takes me to the second part of silent majority. For too long, the silent majority has been silently waking up each day, going to work, earning a living, raising our families, going to bed, and doing it all over again the next day. We're too busy pursuing the American dream to protest. We love our country too much to riot, and we believe in everyone's individual freedom and responsibility too much to censor. We believe in the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Pursuit, not guaranteed. Not have it handed out like Halloween candy to whomever begs loudly enough or takes an extra handful while no one else is looking. We, the silent majority, were left behind a long time ago by the Democrats and the media. So how long do you stand silently by and watch our freedoms slowly ebb away? So what do you do to make a difference? Well, remember, I'm average. Educator with a husband who does lawn care. We're nothing special. But I know the government is supposed to work for me, not the other way around. I am using the talents that God gave me of communication to come to you and ask you to stand up. Stand strong. Don't let the elite few take away your freedoms, your voice, your vote. Let President Trump know that we have his back. Go to whitehouse.gov/contact and write him a letter of support. It doesn't have to be an eloquent letter, and it doesn't have to be long, but let him know that we will fight with him because he's been fighting for us for 4 years. Ask him not to give up or give in, to fight for every fair and legal vote to be counted and for corruption to be brought to light. See, average can make a difference because we are the majority. We are Americans, and we can keep our nation great.